Chernobyl was a nuclear power plant located 130 kilometers north of Kiev, Ukraine. It consisted of 4 nuclear reactors that are Soviet-designed RBM K-1000s. The plant suffered a great tragedy on April 26, 1986, when the 4th reactor exploded during a safety test. At 1 a.m. April 25th, power is reduced to reactor number 4 for a safety test, which will happen during a routine shutdown for maintenance. The test is to determine the turbine strength during a power outage. At 2 p.m., reactor number 4's emergency core cooling system is disabled. At around this time, the test and shutdown are temporarily delayed to accommodate the region's power needs. At 11:10 p.m., operators received permission to continue with the test and shutdown. By now, the less experienced night shift is on the job, which reportedly never received proper instructions on how to do the test. At 12:28 a.m., power plummets to below stable levels and operators start removing most of the control rods. At 1:23 a.m., the test begins and a power surge occurs. About 40 seconds later, an operator presses the emergency shutdown button, but the control rods jam as they enter the core. Within 30 seconds, the first explosion blows the 1,000-ton roof right off the reactor and shoots a fireball into the sky. Graphite and radiation begin spewing out of the reactor, and firefighters don't arrive until 1:28 a.m. 335,000 people were evacuated within a 19-mile wide radius of the reactor. The Chernobyl disaster killed 31 people directly, including 28 workers and firefighters who died of acute radiation poisoning during the cleanup. The projected number of deaths is 4,000. Long-term consequences and effects on things like mental health are still under study. Containment efforts and cleanup are expected to last until 2065, and scientists say that the area will be uninhabitable for up to 20,000 years. Radioactive material spewed into the air for 10 straight days, immediately impacting places like the Ukraine, Belarus, and West Russia. Scandinavia and countries in Europe were also hit with winds carrying lighter materials. Approximately 8,000 square miles of Europe was contaminated. A fifth of the farmland in Belarus was rendered unusable, and days after the incident, background radiation was being detected in countries like Sweden.